Welcome back, folks. The Ray program, 844-RAY Show. Okay, enough on the Trump stuff. All right, I had to get it out of my system. Not because I'm so pro-Trump, but I'm pro-information and sharing with you how the tax code works. If you don't like it, change it. If you don't like the president, change it. But Gene Pastula joined. Now, you reminded me, Gene, that Trump wants to do away with the so-called death tax, the estate tax. But in my reading, and I could be wrong, I haven't studied it, the estate tax goes away, but the capital gains tax remains.
Well,
so you can't have it both ways. Right now we have it both ways, up to like $11 million. Well,
the interesting thing is that none of this has been even, begun to be negotiated yet, what have you. So whatever happens, but I just thought it was interesting listening to you, because if you just took all that minutia off the table and said, okay, you get a step up in basis when you die. The only thing left is the estate tax. Oh yeah, but he's going to get rid of the estate tax. I mean, the loyal opposition can take that concept alone and say, see, he's going to just do stuff for himself.
But if he eliminates the federal estate tax, but it doesn't have the step up in basis upon death, then there's a capital gains tax.
That's the way it was when they did away with the estate tax the first time, temporary.
Well, that's the way it is, or was. You're right, but anyway, I don't want to get caught up in this minutia because, as you said, nothing's really happened. But I do want to admonish people that are taking sides on this. Before you open your mouth about something that you don't know anything about, get the facts. And the facts are, nobody in their right mind is going to sell off billions of dollars of real estate at fire sale prices, because he has to do it quickly to pacify people on the left, and then also exacerbate what would be a potential tax-free transfer to his heirs, a tax today that probably is a 30 or 35% tax when you add up all the little miscellaneous taxes that go with it. You would have to vote him out of office for being an idiot if he went along with that.
They'll take that.
They
whatever.
Will. Anyway.
Well, I tell you what, if he can keep everybody, keep the controversy of his tax returns going for the next 4 or 8 years, and get on about his business as president, that's a pretty good deal.
Again, whether you like him or not, you can't fault him for the jobs that he's kept in this country. Yeah. Certainly, I don't like the tariff thing.
It's the art of the deal, Well, he will, he'll twist some arms.
He is a flip flopper like crazy. I think he's a strategic flip flopper. Unlike John Kerry, who was just a dumb flip-flopper. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, if you think about it, we all flip-flop because we get a subject or an issue and we have an immediate reaction to it. And then if we think about it a little bit more, maybe we soften that or go the other way, and then we get some more information and it goes back. And that's what he does. I think that's what he does on Twitter is he does like everybody, except that in most cases, a politician that's a good politician will wait until all the facts are in and he's got enough information.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if he did that?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of get a kick out of seeing him flip-flop.
Okay,
anyway.
I want to talk about this article that I read in Kaiser Health News.
Yes.
Keeping lonely seniors company can help keep them healthy. Now, I know you are an expert in the field of seniors and senior care and so forth.
Yes.
And loneliness too, yeah. Here's what they said. Across the nation, people that handle geriatrics, I don't know how to say the word, geriatricians or whatever, and other health and social service providers are growing increasingly worried about loneliness among seniors. Their concerns are fueled by studies showing it's linked to serious health problems. So I bring this up because they're quoting AARP studies and all kinds of studies that say, as like my dad and your mom, their spouses die, they're either living in a nursing home or on their own, maybe they get a visitor here and there, but they become lonely. they get sicker. And a lot of these companies, Visiting Angels and some of the others that you hear advertised all the time, sometimes just come in and keep the senior company, and they're claiming in these studies that tends to keep them healthier long term.
Well, I can just tell you that my mom now has been for the last 12 years. She originally moved into a senior, it's called a congregate care facility, where you go in as an independent living and take your meals in a dining room with everybody else, but you have a little kitchenette, little apartment for yourself, and you live independently. And then when you get to a point where you start to need help, they have a nursing facility, etc. And it was about a year ago? No. Just about 8 months ago, she moved into the assisted living portion of that.
So she stayed under the umbrella of the facility.
Still in the facility. I'd moved across the hall, so to speak, and
by the way, are you happy? Are you happy with that? As one of the kids.
Oh, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place.
But the concept, are you happy with the concept of congregate care?
What's the opposite? What's the alternative?
She moves in with you?
No. Actually, whoa. Haven't thought that one through in a long time. I'll tweet back to you, okay?
Okay.
How I feel about that.
Yeah.
No, clearly, I mean, if you can afford it, to be able to have, and it depends on your how you live. I mean, as the child or what have you. I mean, if you have a large enough house where your mom or dad, whoever it is, can have their own privacy and allow the rest of the family to have theirs, then have somebody come in and help you. That's a good thing. Now, in fact, it's interesting because our home that we just bought about a year or so ago is that way. It's large enough that, and I'm big into the whole long-term care, aging thing and what have you. And so years ago, I bought a policy that isn't even available anymore. That's a lifetime benefit with 5% compounding increase in benefits, for any kind of care that you would want. And it was even paid up. I paid it up in 10 years. So, I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully I'll never need it, but could be one of the best investments I ever made, for sure.
Kidding.
But so we could have a situation where we actually have somebody come in and take care of one or the other of us and be at home and be able to enjoy the sociability of the spouse and that type of thing. So obviously it's a good thing to have people around you.
Okay, when we come back from the break, Gene Pastula is going to explain how you can provide this kind of benefit for you, and it might not even cost you a penny. It might not even cost you a nickel or a dime or a dollar or anything. We'll be back. 844-RAY Show if you want to chat with Gene. Emails coming up as well, raylucia.com, RAYLUCIA.com. No tweets, no emails, no calls on politics. We're true at that.